Hey, folks.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, everyone.
Mike.
Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the amazing Scale Modelers Sunday Hangout. This I'm a little off on my game today, so be patient with me. Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, interests, genres, and skill levels who'd like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and to celebrate one another's scale modeling achievements. Amazing Scale Modelers is perhaps the fastest growing or the largest of its kind existent on Google Plus, with 2,205 members. And what makes us so unique is we do everything, or at least if you do the combination of all our members, we do just about everything. So I'm going to introduce some folks here. I'm going to open up the IM chat for the Hangout. If you have any comments to say or questions to ask, you can ask through there, and that's that. And joining us is, oh, you know what? Who else I didn't invite? That was our man Heath. So a little Heath there. And get him in here as well. Okay, starting with my Google. That's the reason why I saw David's face, and I thought, well, boy, he's got better looking. How you doing, David?
Good, Jack. How you doing today?
I'm drinking ginger ale. That's how I'm doing.
Well, I'm drinking eggnog today. So there we go. So
with non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
No.
Yes, we get a blank screen. Yes.
Oops, just about. He was going to say something about his alcohol.
Must have been pretty strong stuff.
There we are. Yeah.
We're not strong enough to keep up
I must be drinking it up there over there, mister. You pushed the wrong button.
Well, it said a network error had occurred. So.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see.
Google thing, you know. Yeah.
So between sips of your eggnog, you gluing your fingers together, or are you actually applying it to something?
Actually, I did glue my fingers. I was doing something, and I was fixing one of my wife's Christmas decorations, and I got a little too much glue, and I went to let go of it, and it was still on my finger. So, little X-Acto knife and a little sanding, and it's good as new. You know, so the finger, that is. So.
Very cool. And that was some Christmas decorations for your wife. That was more like maybe Christmas tree decorations or something?
Yeah. It never fails. Things always get broken when you store them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, they stick together real good. So.
Oh, very good. Very good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, my screen just froze, but that's okay. Just go right ahead. Oh, there. Everybody, the screen is starting to speed up and catch up, I guess. Okay. So what is it are you holding something up?
No, we're not going to.
No, but I'll show you what I got. Hold on just a second.
That's good. Yeah, here we go. Very good.
Okay. I picked up a nice goodie bag of various tubing. For scratch building, aluminum, brass. There's square stock, round stock. I mean, there's tiny little things. This is great for whatever you want to use it. And this is good for my that locomotive I'm working on too, because sometimes you have to fab up some parts. And there's some real tiny little stuff in there. So yeah, it's got everything in it. So that weighs about 3 pounds. So
where'd you get it?
I got it. There was a place going out of business, and it was a fabric place, and they had all kinds of weird stuff, and they had a couple of these bags. So I bought both bags. So I paid $3 for this whole bag of stuff.
Wow, it's a hell of a bargain.
Yeah, So I got plenty of scratch building stuff, you know, metal, and then I also got a lot of styrene stuff too. So yeah.
Good
put
deal.
that in the old parts bin, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what's going on.
It's just a bag of metal, brass, aluminum. Thought maybe perhaps you're buying stock, not stock as in pipes and stuff, stock as in investments.
Yes, different shapes and sizes of investment stuff. So there you go. But you know, you can do anything with it. You can cut it with a
Cutter?
Dremel, cut off bit, hacksaw, whatever you got.
Yeah, anything you can hold and not burn your fingers while you're cutting it, that's what you'll use.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Heat gets a little warm. Yeah.
I don't think I should pull this out. They're heavy as hell. I'm actually surprised that shelf is holding up. Anyway, very good. Very good. I use a pipe cutter, but the problem with that is when you do a pipe cutter, it crimps the end, and you have to
Deburr it.
ream it out.
Yeah.
Ream it out to get the crimp to come back out again.
Yeah.
I don't have a particular reamer for it, but I get a lot of that from my other half, so maybe that works.
Oh my.
Would that be all?
That's it, sir.
Okay, very good. How you doing, James?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. Haven't done a lot today, as with the time of year. I've been out Christmas shopping, but
Wow.
was able to this week. You know, as a lot of people know, I was able to get the my T-Rex done,
Mm-hmm.
so I can put some of those pictures up here. The only thing I got to do left is this. Got to put the
There
it is.
Oh, nice. That looks really
There she is. Yeah, that is nice.
very nice.
That is absolutely nice.
Does your T-Rex have a name?
No,
He says,
I think Bob. Bob will be nice. Bob.
Bob.
Something threatening and mean like that, Bob.
Yeah.
That looks
I do have the brackets now, but I just got to get them mounted on the wall. So get it off my coffee table. It's taking up the whole coffee table right now.
How heavy is that?
It's not that heavy. It's probably about 5 or 6 pounds
Oh,
Very cool.
not that
with
bad.
the base and that. Yeah.
Very cool.
That is nice.
But it's nice. I'm happy with the way it turned out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Doink. Other than that, that's all I'm really working on. I did finish printing the last of my parts for my vertical steam engine.
good.
But yeah, I've sort of set that aside. I got another little side project I got to get done first before I get back to that. But I got all the pieces now, other than my pneumatic couplings and that, which I can get anytime. I'll worry about those after we get the rest of it all put together.
No,
So that's pretty much where I'm at right now, anyway.
Okay, boy. All right. The little IM room is a little busy right now. Heath says he's a little under the weather right now, so he doesn't want to join us.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he's been hitting that bottle. Maybe that'll force him on. I don't know. But he says, I hope you feel, if you're watching there, Heath, I hope you feel better, seriously. And we'll see you soon. Anyway, coming up next is Mike. How you doing, Mike?
All right. Doing okay. And I'm drinking Bundaberg root beer. In case you had to know. I mean, you know. It's made in Australia. I assume. It says it's from Australia. It could be from California. We wouldn't know the difference. Except I don't think they're allowed to make root beer in California.
Yeah, because because they think it's some sort of illicit, and they have to tax it, and because you have to tax it, nobody wants to produce it. So.
Right. In any case, I just got back. I've been out all day, so I haven't been able to accomplish anything. I got my feet up. Like they used to say back in the bad old days, my dogs are barking.
Your dogs are barking. Yes, I know the feeling. That's when I was when I went to vacation in Washington D.C. That's all you do is make your dogs bark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing really got done, but you did align your. What was that? Your wheel.
Wheel well. I did two different things. One, there's a bulkhead, the firewall, that black part there.
Yeah.
Okay. I busted that loose and reattached it, I think, in a better position. And
okay. The wheel well. You just moved the wheel well over.
onto that, and that allowed the body to slip a little bit better, fit better.
Okay.
And then I did the wheel wells. I radiused them out. I used paper templates and got to get one side to match the other and to keep a little continuity to it. The photograph that I posted on the website is it shows a little notch there, and that is a shadow from an indentation that I'll take care of it. You can't hardly feel it with your finger, but I'll take care of it later with paint. And
Oh, well, that sounded a bit of a challenge. I just took more time out of your building, the actual. Would you say that?
I thought it was silly me. I thought I was just going to slap it together, but
you know, when you think that, it's slapping you.
it always bites you back after. Yeah.
All right.
I figured because they would have the same wheelbase that the parts would fit. But come to find out, what I did wrong is I chose these fake Krager mags. I chose them, and apparently there's an offset on them that wasn't on the steel wheels that they supplied with the kit.
All right. Very cool. Very cool.
I got it fixed.
Well, that's good.
I'm happy with it.
Excellent. From Southern California to Canada to now to Northern Ireland. How you doing there, Randall?
Not too bad, Jack. Still amazed. I'm actually slightly amazed I'm still awake at this time of the night here.
It's 7:15 in the evening East Coast. That puts you around midnight, after midnight.
Nice
very
cup.
cool.
Mainlining coffee here.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
I'm also working away at the Airfix Whitley bomber that I've been building. We're just screen share here. If this comes up, there we are.
Oh,
ooh!
This is my method of doing the camouflage pattern.
Sure.
Roll out long, thin sausages of blue tack poster putty,
Poster putty. Okay.
and lay it out and mask off the brown areas, and then hit it with the green. And with a bit of luck, does this work? Am I clicking the right button here? Here we are.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That looks real good.
Excellent.
That looks really good.
And I've been using this Tamiya flexible masking tape.
Oh, the white for the vinyl tape. Yeah.
Mhm.
It gets a nice curvy line there for the to mask off the camouflage before I put the night
Mhm.
black color on it.
Mhm.
It's nice stuff. It's easy to work with. You have to burnish it down with a cocktail stick or even the back of your fingernail or something like that,
Mhm.
because it gets a few wrinkles in it whenever when you're laying it down. But other than that, it's good stuff.
Mhm.
And then
Look at how sweet. Yeah.
Excellent. Par excellence.
Very, very nice. Very nice. So,
the
no use in screen sharing what you have up on the community because you're much further along now.
mhm. Oh yeah, I've hang on. I'll just stop that. Where are you? I can't. I'm lost here. Here we are. Yep, I've made a start on applying the decals.
Ooh. Yep.
Very good.
Oh Lord, that is so good.
Used the kit decals for the roundels on the wings, but I had an older kit made by an East European company called Fly
Uh-huh.
of the same aircraft,
Mm-hmm.
and it provides the letters on the fuselage side
Mm-hmm.
and also the roundels. But I've had the decals sitting around for 5 years, and they were a wee bit on the fragile side,
Mm-hmm.
really thin, so they almost shatter when I try to get it off the backing paper.
Ah.
So
Mm-hmm.
they push them around a wee bit with micro set or micro set, yeah, and hopefully they'll stay there.
Those windows look good.
Yeah, they certainly do.
There's actually nothing in them yet.
Oh. That
They're,
explains it then.
they'll be filled with micro crystal clear at the end of the job. I haven't touched the other side yet. I've been kind of waiting for them to settle first before I start handling it again. So it's still a blank canvas on this side,
Ah.
but just coming on. Hopefully I'll have her finished maybe by the end of this week. I certainly really have to have her finished by a week from Wednesday, because I'm entering her in the competition in the Ulster Aviation Society's Christmas competition. I don't really expect to win anything, really, because I know there's a couple other guys are building some really big stuff, and usually it's big, old, and British that wins. But there you go. And
You just need a flat cap.
hey,
You just need a flat cap.
yeah, that's it.
The little man there. There's a.
Yep. And speaking of big things,
Uh-oh.
I picked up this.
Family.
Oh, nice.
That's the Revell snap together kit.
Oh, it's a snap kit, no less.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well.
Is this the one? Is this the one that Liam has lit?
No, that's the old AMT or was it AMT or
Oh,
MPT?
really? Oh, okay. They still exist. They're very hard to find.
Yeah.
They're very
This
hard
is
to find.
this is the old MPC kit
Okay.
compared to the new Revell one.
Yeah, some people were saying the walls were too narrow on the new one.
Yeah, they are. They are really narrow in this. You would need. It's funny. It's the one thing that the old MPC kit got right was the depth of the sidewalls,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but absolutely none of the details. And also the one thing you can't really fault this is some of the detail that they have on it, but they still miss out a few other things.
Hmm.
So I still think the at the minute the most accurate Star Destroyer kit on the market at the minute is the tiny Bandai.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
little Bandai one, yeah.
It's only about 11 centimeters long.
That's not long at all.
Nope.
11 centimeters? 11 centimeters.
That's about
4.5 inches at most.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tiny.
And what?
That's
The
not
other
bad.
drawback is
And
that
then
it's
they want like,
the other kit, it has this.
Sound.
oh, uh-huh. Okay.
Sound slots sound unusual for a Star Destroyer landing gear.
Oh. Oh, that's odd.
But with a little bit of modeling skill, putty and plastic, you could seal all that in, close it up, and maybe with a lot of fiber optics and something like that, you can turn this into a pretty decent kit.
Uh-huh.
You know, for something to snap together.
Uh-huh.
And it can be, with a wee bit of care, taken apart again.
Oh, wow.
So you can buy the kit, throw it together, have a bit of fun with it,
Mm-hmm.
then take it apart and then build it properly. Oh, yeah, and it also comes with
Gee.
adding to the plate value.
Gee.
But not sure. You could probably add plastic spacers to make the sidewalls a bit deeper.
You could. Yeah, you could.
I don't know
Or do
how that would affect
they go
the
down your stormtroopers, they won't have to be quite so high.
Yeah, the Empire can reduce their height restriction and the recruitment.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you just put a little spacer on both top and bottom, and that should even itself out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Really
Like
cool.
Marines could then join.
Hangar bay too.
There's nothing in the bay.
Yeah, you think they would have included Princess Leia's ship to sit in there?
Well, you'll just have to
Or
scratch
maybe-
build one. That's all it is.
Maybe a Millennium Falcon to sit in the back of the bridge.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, I'd love to see them do that with the Bandai 11 centimeter kit.
Mhm.
I think it works out
Somebody'd have to get creative and carve it out.
40,000 or something like that. Deal.
Yeah.
We could probably print one.
Yeah, you probably could. A couple of layers of paper and that would be about it. Yeah, you up to the challenge, James?
I'll have to get that kit and see what it's like.
Very cool.
It's about, well, it cost me £24,
Mhm.
which would be
Wow.
about $35.
Yeah.
That's because it has sound. It has sound and light.
Yeah, soundboard on it. Yeah, that would make a difference. How much did you say in pounds?
25 pounds, 24 to 25
25
pounds.
pounds. That comes to about $40. $45. I don't know.
Mhm.
I haven't checked the latest market on the pound, particularly with this threat of Brexit. I know it suddenly dropped a little bit, devalued a little bit, but I think it did recover back
35
to
pounds,
its.
$35 thereabouts.
Yeah, but I do believe it recovered to its pre-Brexit vote level.
Of
So
course.
your Brits don't have anything to worry about. That's what I'm saying. You still won't be able to afford your hobby. That's all that means.
I think until the Zvezda kit comes out, it's supposed to come out this month, and Bandai also are bringing out a similarly sized or maybe even bigger
Mhm.
kit at some stage. But if you want big and reasonably accurate,
Hmm.
this is probably the only game in town at the minute.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right.
And like I say, the detail isn't
Or
too.
you can build your own from scratch.
Or you go to what's that outfit
Wow.
called? They had the JJ. I think they had a JJ prize, and
Yep.
and of course we were told not to refer to it as the JJ prize, but oh, whatever.
Mr. Abrams
No, I
objected
don't
to
think it was
believe.
Abrams. I don't think it was Abrams that did that. I think it was Paramount. They don't want him to be so closely related to the hardware of Star Trek, I guess.
Yeah.
Abrams is probably flattered and tickled pink. No kidding. I would be too if it was, if my name was being associated like that. But I don't think the old timers really care for it. But long and short of it, would that be all? I don't know how we got on that.
Yep.
All right, very good. Let's go back to Southern Cali, and this is a site for sore eyes. And a gentleman whose reputation of fine model building precedes himself. He's finally cleaned out his garage, and he's put up his workbench, and it looks like he's trying to ignore us because he's too good.
I'm
He's
listening.
just, yeah, he's gracing his presence with us. It's very good to see you, Tony. It very much is.
Thank you. It's good to see you too.
Yeah, and you see, I think it was on Facebook that you shared that picture of your workbench. Am I not right?
Yeah.
Wanted to do bring up the Facebook page. I'll talk more about that momentarily. I don't want to take your thunder away. Why don't you take it off and take it off from here and tell us what you're doing besides?
Well,
Let's talk about why you cleaned up your garage so you can do some modeling. Now, why was that exactly?
well, about 8-9 months ago, I just completely destroyed a model I was working on, which I've never done before. So I was so pissed at myself that I just set it all down and I walked away. And I didn't come back down here for probably a good 5 months. And in that time, my wife had covered everything with junk. So I just gave up on it and spent my time playing World of Warcraft and that kind of garbage for the last 9 months.
Okay,
8 months.
and who were you cursing exactly?
And then you guys had a 48-hour hangout, and I joined you, and I had a stinking good time hanging out with you guys again. And it made me miss doing this stuff. So you lit a fire under my ass, and I came down here and cleaned the garage, and now I'm ready to go.
Very good, very good. I hope you don't mind we beat you up a little bit just now over
No,
it.
I don't mind. No, I don't mind.
But yeah, that's a lesson to you. You can only do Minecraft for so long. Is that right?
Yes.
In Minecraft, you're doing the state store system too, no doubt.
No. It was World of Warcraft, not Minecraft.
Well, to me, it's a six of one, half a dozen another.
Yeah.
By saying that, it probably got the fans of both or whichever pretty upset. So.
Oh. That's okay.
So what you've got to, you know what? You reminded me that I sent you a couple of kits,
Yep.
and I didn't even know. And I don't know how I come across it, but I sent you a Excelsior because you've always wanted one, and I had an extra one,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a good price on a Enterprise Clear D.
Yes, sir.
Can I put in the request that you do the Excelsior first?
Actually, that's my next thing. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I don't have to twist your arm too hard.
That was gonna be my next thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to talk further about the Excelsior off air because I feel a little collaboration coming on.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we do in this community is build our own models. Collaboration doesn't happen very often, but I think it should happen more often. Anyway, so you're gotten back in, and there's a 48-hour hangout. You did join us for probably the last half, I believe.
No, first half.
Oh, first
Yeah.
half. You saw. You didn't see Heath and I drinking, have you?
No, I was drinking with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was part of the
Oh,
crew.
that's right. You were.
It was like going to a pub
Well, shoot.
only with Molly.
It's a good thing it wasn't broadcast.
Well, that's why I missed day 2 because I was recovering from day 1.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, it was good fun for you watching now and on recording. It was great fun, and we've come across a couple of new members. One of which spent a good amount of time with us on the second day. His name is Bud, and he's outside of Kansas City. An extraordinary modeler, to say the least. He too kind of came into, how should I put it this way? He had a stash, and I don't believe he did much anything with his stash. Sort of like he laid off similar, and it's not the similar fashion as you, but my understanding was that he kind of like was a wandering modeler, sort of like Moses and the and the Exodus, wandering the wilderness of life, and but anyway, long and short, that's what happens. Is we were just talking about the younger. There's quite a few younger members here. I'd like to recognize them here and now. 12, 13, 14 years of age and putting out work, which when I was 12, 13, 14, I didn't even paint the darn model. I instead played with them and ended up destroying them out of just playing with them. So they never saw a drop of paint. But these kids have the fortitude, the patience, and the desire to even paint their work. I got hats off to them. So anyway, I'd like to. Yesterday, I shared my my bird of prey, and I haven't got it dirtied up yet. I was been working on other things. Is this going to work? Yep. Let's go to screen share. This is my diorama. I'm sure you all have seen this before that I've shared, and I've got the bird of prey pretty well done. And now comes a vast ocean and a fishing trawler, little boat. And I got today. I happened to bring up a piece of Luan for another project, which is not going to pan out, but there you have it. There's my ocean right now. This is what it looks like. And cross brace to mount the bird of prey.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be using a technique, suggestions, particularly from Jim about creating this ocean. I come across a technique using toilet paper and glue all, Elmer's glue all. Do you know how hard this stuff is to find?
Yeah, it's tough.
3.5 hours running around to 5 stores. And this is what you get when you resist going to Michael's. I went to a small Walmart. I went to a superstore Walmart. They had a spot for it. Home Depot doesn't have it at all. They have wood glue. The gentleman in the video did use wood glue. Basically thinning it out with a little bit of water and just layering toilet paper, make waves, and that's that. And with that picture, there's not much waves to do. Just making a coarse surface. It's going to be it's almost becoming an out of a comfort zone type of diorama. Quite frankly, I've never done this before. I've also seen videos on clear resin, and then on top of because clear resin dries, or should we say cures flat, no features. And there was a young lady online. I think her username was Terrain Wench, which I thought was amusing. She's a really pleasing young lady who showed this technique of doing the resin, the clear resin, and mixing in the clear resin, just maybe a drop of paint, but not mixing it up totally, just sort of like in it, but not through it. And as it cures, you'll see these veins of the color. There was a young gentleman that did the same thing. And then she used clear painter's medium. Basically, it's a medium to stretch out paint for people who paint pictures. And it's usually a gloss. I think she said it came in a gloss and a semi-finish too, semi and gloss. And she, with a kebab bamboo shoot, was working with building these peaks as the medium was drying out. And it really worked, and it was really cool. And she got some white paint and some to do some frothy things. Watching her was watching a Bob Ross painting lesson. It was very similar as far as what she was. Golden. Yeah, golden.
Yep.
Yes, that's one type of thing. Hers was clear. Is that clear?
Well, it's white, but it dries clear.
Oh, right. Hers was kind of a milky color and dried clear, but same difference. But so I also started. Here's my trawler. Here, let me just get some light out of here so it's not so washed out. There's my little fishing trawler.
Where's your 1/350 whales?
I did this is almost 2 inches long, and at 350 it's about 50, what did I say earlier, 54 feet long. I'm only doing it by eye from the picture that I just showed you. So I'm just like, I did where'd it go? There it is. I did a little cardboard cutout like this, and kind of like held it near the bird of prey, and figured, okay, let's do it this way. I layered thick styrene, and the layers weren't perfect. So overnight, I had chips of styrene in a little jar of acetone, and it just melted into almost like silly putty. And then you just press that into the layers where it was uneven and try to form it a little bit. And once the acetone gassed out, you could sand it like regular styrene. And of course, I used some red filler to fill in any other things I couldn't fill in to make a smoother surface. So that's that part. And now I'm going to put a little cabin on top of it. The cabin is a little square right now, but as I file and sand, it'll have rounded edges, and and match where it's supposed to go. So this is going to be my trawler, and I'm going to use piano wire for the masts. I haven't checked that. I know they're downstairs in the basement, but I'm afraid I might have to go to the RC store and buy some piano wire, because the piano wire comes in different thicknesses. So that's going to be my trawler, and we've got a 16 by 19 surface to toilet paper. So we'll see how that works out. But that's where I'm at. And also, if you might have noticed, I put my shelf in for my Model Masters paint above my Vallejo. And on the other, and I'm telling you, these things are heavy. Oh, okay, there you go. And I did, there you go. I got to fix that. So here I have the other stuff, like my tulip, my primers. I even have my OrthoJet acrylic resins in there too. That would be the dental acrylic. So there you have it. That's what I've been doing today. I think that's plenty, I think. So that's together. And I got to find a way to put it up on the wall. Where it's at right now is not on the wall.
What scale did you think your boat was? Like 1/84th or
350.
350. So
Yeah.
will you be able to find a 1/350 Sig Hansen or
A what?
1/350 Sig Hansen?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Well, what is it?
Deadliest catch? Sig
Catch?
Hansen?
Like a net?
No, that's all right. You didn't watch any crab fishing in the Bering Sea.
No. No.
So you don't know who Sig Hansen is.
No. I'm just kind of going off on what I see here. And in the movie, there's a harpoon, and I'm not sure where the harpoon is actually stationed.
It would be
Usually
on the
bow.
front there, right in the front of the bow. The
Yeah.
forecastle.
Well, I'm not going to get that detailed, unfortunately. I'm just playing this by eye. It's not going to be an exact
You
replica.
can see in the picture, there's two guys on the bridge.
Right at the top, right?
Yeah.
I thought the bridge would be right below where they're standing. Where they're standing is where the lookout is.
You'd have an you'd have an interior bridge and a fly bridge.
Yeah,
A fly
they're on the fly bridge. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just putting something together that resembles that. I'm not going to get too particular. And in fact, I discovered something about it, doing further research into it, that my front end has a curve to it, and whereas it's supposed to be straight up and down, it's not supposed to have a curve like this.
Well,
So
like you're going to see, it's going to be in the water mostly.
it's going to be somewhat facing away on a tilt towards the viewer.
And it'll be
Sort of like,
submerged.
like this sort of thing,
It'll be somewhat submerged, so you don't even need the bottom of it.
Well, right. It is a flat bottom. I mean, it is a flat bottom.
And then for building water, another thing is that model railroaders, scale model railroaders, use all kinds of systems for making water. I believe Woodland Sceneries makes a ready to brush or ready to paint water.
Yeah, it's all right for flat water, but not good for choppy water. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, you're going about it the correct way. I'm just saying that I'm saying for the edification of our viewers that I've seen some very nice waves made out of the woodland scenery, crashing onto beaches and things like that. The model railroaders do that often.
I have seen videos. I am in the mode of not spending money on that stuff. I haven't even priced them.
You're doing it correctly. I'm just saying for the information of other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but this gentleman, I think it was Icelandic or Danish or something, maybe Danish. He has a train layout, and he had a portion. Basically, there was a seawall, waterfront, and when he did the toilet paper, and he used a paintbrush, a narrow paintbrush, maybe an inch wide, and he was layering, and he didn't wait for the layers to cure or dry. He just continued in a pattern, he said.
Yeah.
And by the time he got to the beginning of his pattern, it was mostly cured, but it was still malleable. And as he was layering it with the toilet paper, he would use his brush to push the toilet paper in ways that would create these waves or
Okay.
ripples.
You
So-
will, of course, you will document how you do it.
Okay. It crossed my mind. It crossed my mind, but if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to.
You can do a time lapse, and you're the editor, so I mean, to the motion
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, I can certainly try to do that. I do have a table tripod and I have a floor tripod on my video camera, which I need to charge the battery. I don't know if the battery is any good anymore. I haven't done any videos in 3 years, possibly, and it fell a couple of times onto carpeting, but it fell a couple of times. But anyway, I'll see what I can do to document it. But then he got the acrylic paints, basically the Liquitex. It was a different brand, but it came out of the tube like Liquitex acrylic paints. And interestingly enough, he used browns, dark greens, and hardly any blues, really. But because it was a seawall, it could have been a European type, waterfront. The water, with the silt and the dark sand, it would be brown.
It's not the Pacific Ocean, which is considered somewhat blue. You could have Tony go out, take a look, and give you an idea what color it is, and come back and tell you.
I might not see him again. It'll be another 2 years, to several months for him to get back to us.
Little bluish green.
Yeah.
Blue. Yeah. It was actually very interesting. He used brown, blues, very dark greens. But when I finished it, he basically capped the higher peaks with the white. But that was more watered down, so it was a more translucent. Then once he got that all painted, he covered the whole thing in a high gloss. I'm not sure I'm going to do that part because the lighting of this is going to be tricky. It's going to be in a shadow box. If you've been watching the Hangouts about a year ago almost, James did a paper model of the Starship Enterprise in dry dock, and it was in a shadow box type of setup, and he gave me that inspiration to do it this way. So creating an opening of the shadow box, which is relative to a wide movie screen, like if you were going to see a movie. So I'm going to imitate as much as I can. So if I put gloss on top of the water, the way it's going to be lighted, it'll be too shiny. It'll be too bright. It will, I think, take away from what I'm trying to achieve by showing my model off.
Well, you can experiment. That's one of the things. If you get it too shiny, you can always take some matte and put over it. And
I don't think Matt would appreciate that.
Oh, not that matte. Okay, some satin, some satination, and highlight it with your whites and stuff like that. Leave them glossy. The more clear you have, the better the water will look.
Oh, sure. I do have a matte finish. Vallejo does a very good one. maybe get that thinned out a little bit and just go crazy with it. It's a pretty big area, but once I get the water in, I got to drill a hole to mount the model, because this post that's going to hold it up has got to be painted too.
Yeah.
Probably going to paint it like a blue. I'm thinking it'll be the blues and greens this time on this. But if I light it the way I want to light it, it'll come out very similar, like a gray. And then, of course, the model will be somewhat darkish. Well, it's a pretty dark model anyway. We'll see. This is all new territory for me, guys. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'll get done. I'm hoping I can get done by the end of the year. This little trawler is taking out a lot of my time right now. It's like there's this little piece of solid styrene.
Be your Halloween build.
I didn't do a Halloween build. I didn't do one this year. I don't do this. I guess I'm making it up. I'm making up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I suppose so.
Also, I've seen guys do water waves and stuff like that for their ship models. And who was it that we had that? He's not with us much anymore. I haven't seen him. You know who I mean.
Carwin?
Paul, or not.
Paul.
No, the guy in New York.
Phil.
Phil. Yeah, I should know that name. Yeah, he did one, didn't he? A ship.
He did a PP boat in water.
Yeah.
Going at high speed. It looked very good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that model had a flat bottom. I think it had a flat bottom. I can't be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had to make sure the water.
One of the terms that's used for those is waterline models.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're all watching and wondering what we're doing here in the community, we're building dioramas from November, December. We're doing diorama builds for the community. And I'd like to just share, boy, this has been evolving. In a short time. It's really funny because I made a comment that it wasn't done yet. And oh shoot, I can't remember his name now. Now my computer's taking its time. Let's see, it wants to load Facebook. Let's get rid of Facebook. Oh, incidentally, if you're a Facebook user, Amazing Scale Modelers does appear on Facebook. If you want to also indulge in that community, you can. Dirk Pitt and Liam's last name escapes me. They are the moderators. It's really all up to them. As I told them, Liam. I'll just call him Liam.
Dylan is it, surname.
All of a sudden, I can't get Carwin's name out of my head now. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's their deal, and quite frankly, I have enough with the Google Plus community. But they're doing a bang-up job inviting people in, and it's very interesting. I know Google Plus. There's some Google Plus users that don't do Facebook. I know there's Facebook users that don't really do Google Plus, and it just seems to be like a different set of modelers. Yeah, there's crossover, of course. I know Tony uses Facebook quite a bit too. I don't know. I could never get around to doing it. I don't know. Facebook, I'll be honest, irks me. But certainly, I can understand why somebody would like it over Google Plus. It just depends on
because of their efforts with the Facebook. I picked up 4 followers on my own personal Google Plus.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. I've seen a little bit of an uptick too. People wanting to follow me as well. All I do is these shows. But back to the dioramas, and when was it Bob Bruce said that he's going to be building the '60s Batmobile. I was all too excited about it because I just love the Batmobile, but I didn't know he's going to do a diorama. So here you have it, is Batmobile diorama. We all know what this is.
Yeah.
Ever watched the show? Coming out of the Batcave.
Yeah.
How many does he have here? This is a pretty decent diorama.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is. And he does have progress pictures of when he did the stone face, where the cave is. And well, I made the comment about that little roadblock that always popped up and down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a corny show. It was great. That was great. Now, if we accept that this mat that he has on is inches, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's say at most a foot wide and maybe a foot and a half long. Perfect size for a shelf display. Yeah. Oh, this is so fun. I love it. I love it.
Nice.
That's a good shot right there. And if I haven't figured out how to zoom in on these things. But right there, you can see Robin.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the first ones to come through, dioramas. There was one other. I have to go down the list here and see who did them. A couple of weeks ago, a couple shows ago, that'd be about a month ago, there was a young man who said he was 14. He said he was going to be finishing off his tank. And he did post pictures of his tank.
Ooh,
Mm,
wow.
Ah.
that's good.
Cool.
So handy with that airbrush it has there. Really cool. Really cool. Do I take this right with the color bands on the barrel? This is a British tank.
No.
No,
No.
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 It's a Russian tank.
It's a Russian built tank, but I don't
Okay.
know if those are national colors or what. They might even be team
Yeah,
colors for
probably
the next
do.
match or something.
The squadron colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. You know, it's but Russia's flag has got reds and
Well, it's white, red, and blue, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is more current and not Soviet era.
Yes.
The writing on the side of the turret looks Middle Eastern, I think, or
Here?
Yeah.
Arabic maybe, or
Well, it's not French. It's facing the wrong way.
I don't think it's Egyptian. I don't think it's Egyptian.
yeah.
Could be Syrian or even Iraqi or Iranian.
Yeah, red, white, and blue, Iraqi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that would make sense.
But the colors wouldn't, though. They wouldn't use camouflage in this color scheme. They wouldn't use green.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the forest area, yeah.
Yeah, they've got. It's not all desert.
You know,
This is a good shot here for the chain link that he has draping in the front there.
Hmm.
Nicely rusted. Well done. Well done. By this point, as his age, I would have destroyed it and dropped the paint on it.
What age is he? Or
I do believe this is the young man who said he was 14.
oh boy.
This is it's a Sana Satana. That's how it reads. His name reads. He says it's a Middle Eastern T62. Being finished, and some dry brushing here. He's got to finish the rolling gears, scrap build some hooks for the wires, black wash, oil color streaks, and then I should start thinking about some small diorama for it. Let me know what you think. I think it should be in a diorama, well, on a plaque anyway, on plaque, and with just like the way I did my tank, that would be minimal, and it would be still put it into a setting. So yeah, I just bought a placard for, oh gosh, Jim's fault. I'm gonna do my Ducati motorcycle on this. This is the front. It has that nice scalloped edges. This is Michael's too, but I'm going to use the back side because it's nice. It's a nice clean edge, and I'm going to have my Ducati. I call it my naked Ducati because I don't have the body parts on it. And I'm going to have a paint booth nearby with a workbench and tool chest made of styrene. So this gentleman who has this is took the body parts off and is painting or fixing them. That's going to be a little diorama set too. What is this all about dioramas that I got into? I don't know. Do you guys find yourself doing a lot more dioramas or not?
Depends in and out. Depends if you feel like it. You can either aim for a diorama, as I did with the Star Trek one, or sometimes it just comes out. You go build a model and you figure, how am I going to display this? Am I just going to display this thing naked and bare like that? Or sometimes you hit you, well, no, I'm going to mount it. And then it grows on you. It sort of grows.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I guess cars and armor sort of beg being in a diorama, I guess.
Yeah, the idea is to set a scene up to give it a little more life type thing. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Dioramas don't have to be gigantic.
No.
No.
Could be as small as that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Give us some context. And I was about to share something else that isn't for Sana. I'll just call him Sana. Right here I have Steve Lamb. Yeah, Steve Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got some artificial turf.
Yeah.
Like a doormat, perhaps. That could be done for a setting. At least put it in a setting.
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't have to be too fancy with it. Boy, this is a good build, by the way. Look at the dirt on it. Love the dirt. I like dirty models. It shows the modeler cares.
Hurricane, but I don't know what scale. 24 scale?
Could be a 35 or 24, yeah. Just judging by the tabletop, it can't be a 72.
No, definitely not 72, no.
That's a very small table or a small shelf. But
I don't know. I get the feeling that's in the 130 something or other.
Yeah, it's probably 132.
Yeah.
It just is. I have that feeling from years of looking at models.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Let's see. When I go back on this back button from the picture, my computer insists going back to the top of the thread, the community thread. I'm not sure why. Instead of popping back to where I had shared the picture from. So let's see if Steve Lamb says anything. He just says finished. He doesn't say what it is or what scale it is. He just says finished.
Hmm.
And so reviewing things as to what we can do as diorama. You know,
Yeah.
even Jim's T-Rex could be considered dioramic, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's using the posts, the metal posts to hold the skeleton up. And of course, it's on a plain piece of board, but you can paint that any way to make it look like it's standing on a pedestal, perhaps. I don't know.
Probably need some stanchions and ropes to keep the public away.
You know,
I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
I got one that I started. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm ever going to finish the darn thing.
What's that?
It's the hangar bay from Space Battleship Yamato. It's got a hangar bay on the bottom of the ship. So that was the model I destroyed, was the plane that was going to go in this. This is how far I got on building the diorama part of it.
Ah, okay.
I still need to put another deck in, and then there's like an office up above with lights coming out of the windows.
I remember all those aircraft were sort of hung from rails, weren't they?
Yeah. I was gonna put a beam across the top, and it was gonna be attached to the top of the aircraft. But I destroyed the aircraft, so I'll have to get another one.
Right. The destruction of models. You know, I always recommend Black Cat.
Well, it was a lesson. Don't try to come down and use all clad while you have the flu. You will make bad decisions.
The first diorama I just come across it is of my patent tank. Just on this is a plaque that I got from Walmart, and coral greens. I'm not even sure exactly what it is. I have it somewhere nearby. It is. Oh yeah, here it is. Sheet moss.
No.
Sheet moss is something you would put on top of artificial plants, or perhaps a real plant, to decorate the soil or at least conceal it. It's not live. It's pretty dead, and it's flaky as all get-go. It's really messy. And then I use stones from the back alley of my house, and to decorate. And I just used paint to wash it around it, sort of give it some sort of variance on it. But this could be considered a diorama too, from my friends tell me, because it's putting it in a setting. And it's actually that whole placard took probably a half an hour to do.
Yeah.
You know, I hot glue the stones in place along with the sheet moss and throw some paint on around it.
Because you're showing a story or a scene. You know, there's a story to where that is, at what time it is, and so forth and so on.
Almost looks like it's springtime, being so green. And this is James' motorbike. Oh, it was there. Here it is.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that.
It don't have to be complicated.
No, it can be as simple, just simple.
Matter of fact, somewhat simple is somewhat better.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to distract the eye from the part of the model that you want people to see.
Well, like the Batmobile, that was more of what I remember about of the show, is the Batmobile coming out of the cave, that little roadblock flipping down, and that brings a memory back. So I think for that diorama, it tells a bigger story, but the smaller ones just tell you what the setting is. You know, so they don't have to be very complicated. As I said, that tank of mine that base took maybe a half an hour to hour at most. And in fact, when I finished it, I think it was in March, and it was still very cold. The set of pictures I have my hedges. This is my front walk in front of the house, and the hedges are all bare, no leaves on it. And some pictures have caught that, and it looks like a forest, a springtime forest. They don't have trees yet, but the grass is very green.
Yeah.
And the lawn itself, my lawn itself, is in the background too. Of course, where the whole scene falls apart is the telephone pole and the cars parked on a sidewalk, that sort of thing. But I did that because it was one of the first sunny days, and that's what I'm going to do with the bird of prey. Is if I get a clear, no matter how cold it is, sunny day, I'm going to take it out and take pictures of it, because I try to do it here indoors. I just don't have a halogen light. I think works better for cameras. That's just me. So yeah, I mean, that's what we've done. Talk about dioramas and the diorama build, get it all ready for the end of the year, show them off as you get them done. We very much appreciate the members who have done dioramas, and if you continue down the thread, I'm sure you will find other dioramas that were created perhaps for this build, or perhaps because somebody said, oh, I did a diorama, let me share it. And yeah, next month in January and February, it is going to be out of your comfort zone. That's a model build that you've always wanted to do, or always intimidated by, and or never got around to, or even, you know what, I think it would, even if you had put a kit aside because you got disgusted with it, finishing it will be out of your comfort zone because you almost gave up on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So that could be out of your comfort zone. For myself, and with Jim's guidance, I'm going to learn something about 3D printing because he's been doing so much about it. I'd like to learn more about how it's done, and possibly get into some CAD work. The thing I would have to show for is my CAD work. I'll just take photographs of the computer screen. So that's what I'm thinking of doing for, and of course I'll build something else too in the meantime. But anyway, February, and I'm not sure as to March and April what that's going to look like. Any suggestions, guys?
We're starting to get to where our spring build starts. Yeah.
The spring builds, yes. Yes.
Usually around the middle end of February, we start a spring build. So
I'm not sure what the spring build is going to be.
You have to move your clock ahead.
That's going to be my spring build. Moving my clock ahead. I'd like to thank all the members who have joined, who participate. And as I said, if you're a Facebook user, Major Scale Modelers is over at Facebook. That was actually created as a whim during the 48-hour Hangout. I had nothing else better to do. I was watching paint dry for the most part on the bird of prey, and I just thought I'd do it. And there it is. And I discovered there's a whole different set of people there, and equally as talented, if not more so. So check out the Facebook page. And if you like to see our past Hangouts, go to my channel at Scratch and Jack. Like this one, make a comment, ask a question. And if it's other than that, if it's a thumbs down, well, we're not going to pay attention to that. Anyway, I'd like to thank my participants tonight. Would have been David from Northern Cali. And thank you for joining us. And I'm glad you got your Christmas lights up. I'm getting kind of tired of hearing about that. I like to hear some model building, like that locomotive.
Well, one has to do the honeydews, or one might sleep outside in the doghouse.
Well, you should know that. You've been married how often?
Enough to know better.
Yeah, you don't know if you know better. I'd like to thank you, Mike, for joining us too and showing us your handiwork as well. And James, thank you for joining us all the way from Oshawa, Canada. And thank you, Randall, from
you're welcome.
There in the frontiers of Northern Ireland.
You're welcome. Cheers.
And I'd And I'd like to thank Tony and Southern Cali for joining us. It's good to see you. And hang on there. I'm going to talk to you about the Excelsior. And this is your host, Scratch and Jack. Happy modeling, everyone. And see you in 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks, we're going to have the last of the Across the Pond and the Sunday Hangout for the year 2016. Happy modeling, everyone. Good night.
Good night.